welcome back to my channel. I make videos on all things lifestyle on a budget, and today's video is all about the Chloe Ting Ab Challenge. So if you don't know what the Chloe Ting Abs Challenge is, it's basically this 2-week shred program. So in this quarantine, I recently got bit by the bug of wanting to stay in shape, make some changes about my body, get toned, all that kind of vibe. The week before I found the Chloe Ting Challenge was the first week that I started working out regularly. I spent the entire week working out 30 minutes a day using 8-pound weights and watching the Pop Sugar videos. I felt great. I was so inspired and I was so happy already to just finally be getting back in the mode. To be honest, I had originally saw someone post on Instagram that they were doing a 30-day workout challenge, and I was cheering them on and I was like, that is so amazing. I just don't think I could ever do that. I could never be someone that could work out every day. And then something just kind of sparked in my body where I was like, let's make a change. It's quarantine. This is the time that you can be exploring things. So I decided to just go on YouTube, look for some full body workouts, and then I guess the YouTube algorithm of the world, I just stumbled on a Chloe Ting video and I was like, what is this? And I saw that it was 2 weeks and I was like, oh, I have 2 weeks. I can do 2 weeks. 2 weeks sounds so short. I can do this. So I looked it up. I got a little confused at first because I didn't realize the shred was the abs challenge. I was thinking oh, I just want to work out one part of my body, but you need your whole body in order to make that change. I just can't believe it. Mentally, I'm just wow, I cannot believe that I literally worked out so much, and the workouts are intense, and I can't believe I pushed myself so much. And she was so encouraging throughout the video and everything like that, that I think I really got inspired from it. So I wanted to show you guys my results, where I started, where I ended, everything throughout the video. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then keep on watching. So I wanted to build my stamina because I always felt I never really last in workouts, even though I seem like I'm in shape or whatever. That comes from my background. I'm a professional dancer. I just naturally was oh, it's fine. I have my abs from dance. We're good. And then I just realized, I was but I want to be strong. I want to have strength. It wasn't about losing weight or anything like that. I just wanted to be more toned. So what I chose to do is that I chose to wake up every day and work out around 9-ish. I felt the start of the day was the best for me. So here's the first day, and here's me doing my measurements and all that kind of stuff, just so I could have a record for myself. And it was funny because as I was doing my measurements, I was oh, I'm already a week into when I was working out. I felt my measurements were already a little smaller than I remembered, but day one was hard. Day one was quite the adjustment. I really did have stamina issues. I stopped a lot, and in the beginning, I was so hard on myself, being I want to, at the end of this, I'm never gonna stop. And I realized along the way, there's no harm in stopping. There is no harm in taking a breather or taking a moment to gather yourself and then keep going, especially if your body's not used to it. So it's I wanted to get out of that mindset of you have to finish it and you can't stop, all that kind of stuff. Okay, I just finished the first workout, the first two workouts, because there's 2 workouts in the first day. Yeah, this is definitely hard. I stopped a lot. I think I should have warmed up first. That's the one thing I will say, is that you kind of get right into the workout, and I think I like a little bit of a warm up first. So I probably will start each day with a little stretch real quick and then go in, because almost instantly my quads were fired up. And I was oh my God, this is whoa, right out the gate, going. But it was a good workout. I definitely look forward to not stopping as we get further along. But okay, I'm in this for the long run. That was day 1. And I got to stretch after this too. This is extreme. So in the video and the workout itself, here's what I loved about it. I loved how she organized it all. I liked the music. I don't know, I love the music. The music hyped me up so much. I would wake up just having it in the back of my head, or later on in the day it would just be going through my head as well. But I liked it, so that was fine. And I also liked the dialogue that she had. She didn't talk too much, and she didn't talk not enough. I felt it was a good enough amount that even a couple days in, I'd be oh shoot, I never heard that before. Let me pay attention to that. The countdown beeps are so helpful, especially if you are going through this struggle. And I liked the way that a couple days in, we started to get into different workouts. For me, the ones that were more concentrated, I think I did better at. So like the leg ones, I feel like my leg muscles in general are already stronger. So I felt like I could get through those. But it was the cardio that just really got me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I am dying. All those endorphins really like kicked in because every single day I was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. I really want to get this. Okay, hey, so it is day 4 and I really liked day 4's setup. Like I was really scared because there was 4 videos, but I felt like I was really pushing through the first 2 videos that you normally do, which made me really happy. I still had like some stops here and there, etc. But I just felt like when we finished it, I was like, oh wow, that was fast. The last one was the abs one and that one like still kills, but I wanted to know, comment down below your favorite exercise so far and your least favorite one. So my favorite one, I think, is reverse lunges. I don't know why, but I feel good doing them, maybe because they just don't burn as much. And my least favorite is absolutely the up, up, down, down, and the planks. Like I struggle through that all the time. And the bunny hops or like the twist planks, those are like so killer. When we finally got to the rest day, I was very much happy about it. It seemed like out of nowhere, and I kind of liked that. It wasn't like, okay, go 6 days, have that 7th day as a rest. It kind of came out of nowhere because I also didn't scroll ahead. I just went day by day and I was like, oh, this is what my workout is. I think that helps me better so I'm not like haunted by what's to come or whatever. But when we finally had a rest day, I happily took it. It happened to be a Friday and I just happened to order like my favorite comfort food meal, which is this like vegan pizza with these vegan wings. But this one place just has the most delicious vegan pizza and wings. And so I just dove into that and I was like, oh, is this a cheat day? And I was like, I don't do cheat days. I just do like, today I'm about to have some pizza and wings. So I indulged in that and those were delicious. So diet wise, like I just kind of ate my normal diet, which isn't really a diet. It's just plant-based. I didn't really do anything or change anything. I just made sure that if I was hungry, like I had more food, obviously because my metabolism was raising. Things that I noticed throughout, I noticed that I had to stretch before. Like I said, from being a dancer, like my quads and my hip flexors overpower a lot, which is why I feel like sometimes I struggled with feeling my core when I'm working out, when I'm dancing, etc. because my hip flexors are just the first to like react. My quads within the first 2 exercises of the first video were like on fire and felt like rocks. And I was like, okay, this means you're doing too much like right away. So before every workout, I did like a quick stretch. I always played her intros when she was like talking and stuff, just to give myself a moment to like stretch out my legs, but specifically stretch out my quads the most because they were the first that were like, ugh, you know, freaking out. And then I know this is gonna sound super obvious, but you know, it hit me like a couple days in. And she also says it in the video, but the key to all of this is to make sure that your core is activated. Like I had to keep reminding myself like, hold your core, hold your core, hold your core. Like that's how it would be strengthened. And there were certain things that I did throughout certain exercises, like so that I could engage my core and not have my hip flexors like freak out basically. Hunching my shoulders and like lifting up as like and pulling onto my legs like helps me get into a line to lift my back off the floor in order to be doing like the bicycles and then the heel stretch, the heel taps or whatever. I had to force myself to like really lift up and hold my core and get it going. I'll have a video coming up about like fitness tools that you can use for these workouts, for any workouts, foam roller, regular portable rollers that you can have. Like those really made such a difference. So I'll make another video coming up actually on what are the most useful fitness tools to have for like after your workout so that you can recover properly. The hardest day for me was the 13th, the second to last day. I don't know what it was, if it was hormones because it was around my period, but I don't know what happened. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't into it. I still did it, but I was just like, oh, I want this to be over with. And none of the other days I felt that. Around day 11, 12-ish, I did start to see myself be able to hold things more or to have that stamina to continue sustaining throughout the exercises. Day 12 was the day that I finally did the plank jacks, did it the whole time. All right, and so in my results, I feel like my body looks different. It just looks more toned. I was filming a jeans video while I was doing the Chloe Ting challenge, and it's funny because I gave them my measurements before I started the challenge. So when I went to try on the jeans, I was like, oh, these are like a little bit big, whoa. But I didn't feel like inch-wise I had any changes, but muscle and tone like just kind of pulled me in more. Okay, so this might be really bad lighting, and yes, like my ceilings are low, but I just want to try to get the body in the frame for my measurements to check after. So this might not really matter, but it's a 32, which I normally say I'm a 34. So I think somewhere in these last 3 weeks, I might have lost something in my boob area. That's 24.5, and my hips, 36.5. Oh, can you see? Oh, 36.5. So I stayed the same. I think I actually gained in my thighs because like I said, like it was thigh mania. 21. The other one is 20.5. My thighs, one thigh is usually normally bigger than the other, which I think is so funny. I definitely think I probably got more muscle mass in my thighs because like I said, quad life. But everything else kind of stayed the same. But in looks, I feel like I just look more toned. I'm pretty happy about it. Thinking that going forward so I can maintain this, and because I really enjoyed it, I'll probably do about 2 or so of her exercises a day. I'm not sure which one. That first one, I gotta take a break from that. My thighs are like, we will, no. One thing that I'm really happy that I can come away with this is realizing that, this is gonna sound so earthy, but like you can do whatever you put your mind to. Like you really can do it. Really, truly thought that I could never do this. Like I can't believe that was only 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks ago, I thought this was like a crazy idea. 3 weeks ago, I thought I couldn't work out every day. Like I literally was like, oh, I can't do that. Like I can't. So just realizing that for me personally made me feel like, wow, so empowered. I hope that that encourages anyone out there that is maybe thinking of doing the 2-week shred, is in it right now and is kind of struggling and like trying to figure out how to keep going. Like, keep going. Allow yourself to explore growing further than you expect in something. All right, so I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.